You were taught to be kind, to be humble, to play fair, to wait your turn. And where has it gotten you? Ignored, used, outmaneuvered by people half as talented as you, but twice as ruthless. It's time to change that. Because the men who rise in this world don't always play by the rules. They study them, and then they bend them. Machiavelli wasn't a villain. He was a realist. He understood something most people are too scared to admit. To be respected in this world, you must learn how to move in the shadows while smiling in the light. So in this video, I'm going to break down 10 of the darkest, most powerful principles from Machiavelli's philosophy, updated for the modern world. Rules designed to make you respected without being liked, feared without being feared, powerful without ever raising your voice. This isn't about being evil. It's about becoming untouchable, so no one ever puts you in a cage again. Let's begin. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. In every power structure, whether it's a company, a social group, or a relationship, you're only safe as long as you're useful. But there's a twist. If you're too useful, you become threatening. If you're not useful enough, you become disposable. Machiavelli's solution? Walk the edge. Make yourself just valuable enough to be indispensable, but not so dominant that your superiors begin to fear you. That means solving problems quietly, making your allies look smart, always having one more solution up your sleeve than anyone else. The goal isn't glory, it's leverage, and because if they can't function without you, they'll protect you. But if they ever think they could replace you, they will. He who builds on the people builds on mud. People are unpredictable. They change moods, they chase trends, they get emotional. Trying to control them directly, through force, arguments, or authority, always backfires. So Machiavelli's rule is simple. Don't control people, control what they see. That means never speak all your intentions. Let others underestimate you and use it. When you act, do it clearly and once, so it becomes legend. Stay neutral in chaos until it benefits you to choose. When you manage information, you manage perception. And perception is power. It doesn't matter who's right. It matters who seems right. Doesn't matter who did more. It matters who looks like a leader when the dust settles. This rule is why the quiet ones win. Because they're not controlling people, they're shaping belief. And belief makes men follow without force. Injuries should be inflicted all at once. Weak men punish in installments. They criticize softly. They bring things up again and again. They hesitate, then overcorrect. Machiavelli teaches the opposite. If someone crosses your line, you don't respond emotionally. You respond decisively, and you do it once in a way that doesn't need repeating. The goal isn't cruelty, it's clarity. When you punish in fragments, people test you. When you strike with certainty, they remember. This is how real power handles betrayal, disrespect, and disloyalty. Don't argue. Don't explain. Don't drag it out. You end it cleanly and walk away with your head high. Because when punishment is rare, sharp, and silent, people take note. Not out of fear, out of respect. Men must be either pampered or crushed. People remember what they see. So if you reward someone, do it behind the scenes. Let them feel your appreciation, not flaunt it. Why? Because private reward creates genuine loyalty. Public praise invites envy, entitlement, and positioning. But when someone betrays you, you make it known. Not dramatically, not with revenge. Just public consequence, or this teaches two things. Loyalty is sacred, betrayal has a cost. Never beg for loyalty. Never try to convert a traitor. Just reward in silence, punish in light. Power isn't just built on relationships, it's built on the perception of consequence. People are watching how you respond, so teach them how to treat you. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. Truth doesn't matter. Perception does. You can be competent, smart, loyal, and still lose. Why? Because you didn't control your image. Machiavelli's most brutal insight is this: people don't care what's real. They care what feels true. So become what people believe is strong, capable, and in control. That means speak less than you know. Dress better than you need. Let others speak first, then summarize more sharply. Don't react or respond. Never correct someone's perception if it serves your position. If they think you're mysterious, let them. If they think you're more powerful than you are, let them. People don't follow the best leader. They follow the one who seems most certain. Truth is fragile. Perception scales. It is much safer to be feared than loved, if one must choose. You've been told to be likable, to be agreeable, to be someone everyone loves to have around. But Machiavelli teaches the opposite. Before you seek admiration, establish boundaries. Fear doesn't mean cruelty, it means clarity. It means people know where your line is, and they feel it. The man who is feared first and liked second commands respect. The man who is liked first and feared never gets walked on. So how do you create healthy fear? Be unpredictable with people who test you. Keep your standards unshakable. Don't tolerate disrespect, even once. Make silence your default when you're doubted. Fear doesn't mean you're dangerous to others. It means you're dangerous to those who try to manipulate you. Once that's clear, people don't just respect you. They calibrate to you. That's power. He who seeks to deceive will always find someone who will allow himself to be deceived. Arguments are traps. You don't win by proving your point. You win by positioning your point so well, it doesn't need defending. The strong man doesn't get baited into debates, he frames the narrative. How? Speak with calm finality. Ask precise questions that corner nonsense. Walk away from low-status conversations. Present your ideas like they're obvious, not debatable. When you argue, you give the other side power. When you position, you set the terms of reality. Want people to follow your lead? Don't yell. Don't over-explain. Occupy the frame. The one who owns the frame owns the outcome. A prince must be cunning enough to know how to disguise his nature well. Most people are driven by emotion, not reason. So if you reveal your real strategy or ambition, they'll misunderstand and resist it. Machiavelli's rule. Cloak your strategy in virtue. Want to remove someone from your circle? Frame it as protecting peace. Want to climb past someone in business? Frame it as putting the mission first. Want to control a situation? Frame it as offering structure. You don't need to lie. You need to align your goals with values they already accept. This isn't deception, it's strategy. Because people won't follow your plan unless they think it was their idea too. The wise man does at once what the fool does finally. In the game of power, hesitation is suicide. Most people wait for the perfect moment, for approval, for more information, for permission. But by the time they move, the moment's gone. Machiavelli knew. You don't win by being perfect. You win by being first. That means taking the initiative before anyone else sees the opening. Making decisions with 80% certainty and 100% commitment. Acting before they expect you to, and leaving no time for reaction. Speed creates power, surprise creates fear, boldness creates momentum. Do not move recklessly, but when you move like a king. Let others flinch, let others wait. You strike. A prince must learn how not to be good when necessary. If people can predict you, they can control you. They can plan for you. They can trap you. Machiavelli's rule: be stable in your values, but fluid in your behavior. Keep them guessing. Speak powerfully, then disappear. Forgive once, then punish next time. Be kind to some, and cold to others. Smile in meetings, and stay silent in conflict. The point isn't to be erratic, it's to be unreadable. Predictability invites attack. Uncertainty paralyzes your enemies. They'll ask, is he bluffing? Is he watching me? What's he really thinking? And by the time they figure it out, you've already won. Let's be honest. Most men live like pawns, overexposed, under-respected, predictable, soft, but not you. Because now you've seen the blueprint. The 10 dark rules. Appear useful, never replaceable. Control information, not people. Punish once spectacularly. Reward loyalty privately, punish betrayal publicly. Win through perception, not truth. Be feared before you are liked. Don't argue, position. Conceal your intentions in morality. Strike first, regret never. Never become predictable. These rules are not for the weak. They are not for the naive. They are for the men who are done being manipulated. So save this video, reread these rules, and start applying them. In business, in relationships, in your daily posture. Because when you internalize this code, you become something rare. A man they can't label, can't control, can't use. You become untouchable. If this resonated, do 3 things right now. Like the video as a signal to the algorithm and to yourself. Subscribe if you're building power from the inside out. Share this with a man who needs to wake up, not tomorrow, now. And if you're serious about mastering power, strategy, and unshakable confidence, stick around, because this is just the beginning.